Small, small, smaller. Big, fast. Our auntie said, you guys have known it. Tomorrow, you will recite it again for me. He said, okay. The second day, they brought somebody from the Ministry of Education to come and do accreditation for our own school. When the man came, the auntie said, children. Yes, he said, do you remember what I called you yesterday? We said, yes, auntie. He said, you will recite it for this uncle again. Once you recite it for him, if you don't recite it well, they will close down our school. Do you want them to close down our school? No. Everybody shout, no. If they want to close down school, make them go close down your own school. He said, all of us shouted, no. Then she started dictating for us, so follow me now. Small, smaller. Big, fast, smart. Out of excitement, our auntie shouted, good. She now shouted, stop. She now shouted again, enough. As she wanted to pray, she now shouted, yay. Abeokuta City, good morning. Oh, it's afternoon, sorry. Pardon me. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're happy to be in the building, can you make some noise? Well, from the ladies it's encouraging, but from the brothers. Ladies and gentlemen, the kind of things I'll be saying here this morning, you need a lot of tomatoes, just to catch up with the things I'm saying, she gets. Ladies and gentlemen, I am comedian Davisi CFR, standing for Comedian of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. It's not easy now, celebrate me. And with me, with my personality, with the look, you know that money is not the problem. Look at me very well. Money is not the problem. Just that I don't have it. Ladies and gentlemen, coming from a Nigerian family, my own mother, she wanted me to have quality education, at least for my mother, masters. But look at me today, I'm a master of ceremonies. Ladies and gentlemen, my own mother is, one funny thing about my mother, my own mother is the only type of mother that before she goes out, she call all of us our children, and she tell all of us to kneel down and flog all of us. When we ask, Mommy, what did we do? She will now tell us, Una never do anything, but I sure say before I come back from where I go, Una go don't do something. Ladies and gentlemen, it's not easy. The first time I went to host an event, they paid me a very huge amount of money. I bought a good dress for my mother. My mother looked at the dress with tears in her eyes. She did not know when she said, oh, I wish I met you before your father. He choke, abi no choke. He choke, abi no choke. Ladies and gentlemen, it's not easy. Look at me. She, Auntie Favor said she finished from FUNAB. And by the special grace of God, I also am a student of the Federal University of Agriculture, Department of Statistics. Ladies and gentlemen, it's not easy. This way that there's a problem with the school you are going to. When you gain admission, they ask you, oh, you gain admission, which school? You say FUNAB. They now repeat it again. FUNAB. They now say, oh, that's a very good school. They now ask you which course? You say statistics. They pronounce it again. Statistics. Wow, that's a good course. You can work everywhere. See, any course they tell you that you can work everywhere is a lie. My friend has studied banking and finance. Right now, he's selling power banks and phone accessories. As long as there's banking inside it. You think it's easy? The one that said he wants to study law is now a tailor. Law na law. You think say na joke? Ladies and gentlemen, it's not easy. You know, today I'll just be cracking jokes about education. It's not like I don't have other jokes to crack to you guys. You know, as a comedian, I have a lot of jokes for you guys. You know, I have joked about airplanes, but if I crack it, will it fly? Ladies and gentlemen, I have a joke about fashion designers too. But you guys are not tailored for it. He joke, abi no joke. He joke, abi no joke. Ladies and gentlemen, it's not easy. Education in Nigeria is in a state of, don't let me mention it. It's in a state that we are hoping God reverse things. You know, education is something else now. When they say go to school, people say school now. That is a syndrome these days now. This school has come. Each day I went to bank. Just to feel the right amount in word. One woman was writing 1,101. You think, okay, you think it's easy. They said, go to school. They were asking one girl. They said, is this book yours? She said, no, it's not my yours. Ladies and gentlemen, it's not easy.
Subscribe.
Media. Man, no vex. They don't vex me for here today. Man, speak language you don't understand. They don't vex for here today. Gary, normal Gary, when we know say, for between me and you, na balanced diet. They come here and talk say, na snacks. Am I speaking your voice? Make I increase the volume. That will pay me now. You be hearing things like Gary with chicken and chips, Gary with Gary parfait, a lot of things. They don't spoil Gary for us. Gary with just sugar and groundnut. Smash this thing, put water, you cold, you no cold. If your water no dey, fetch ball, if ball no dey, fetch water. Sample this thing, drink your Gary, enjoy. They said Gary snacks. Ladies and gentlemen, let me continue with my joke on education. As you can see, I'm a well-educated person, so I don't need to branch into Gary, even though that you people too like food. Ladies and gentlemen, it's not easy. Nigerian police too, it's not like they have one proper education like that. We need to school our police officers. See, even if it is Bible school na school. Seriously, which one girl contacted me last week. She was like, Da Vinci, I scored 120 in JAMB and I want to study medicine and surgery. Which school will give me admission? I say Bible school, because teachers can do what doctors cannot do. Ladies and gentlemen, it's not easy. Police officers and their English is something else. Last time, as a student and stand-up comedian too, I'm an OAP. I was coming from an event last week. Police stopped us, public transport. Said, everybody calm down. They asked me, what do you do for a living? I said, I'm an OAP. Police does not know the meaning of OAP, meaning on air personality. The police officer said, Sean, sir. He said, you can go, sir. It was his colleague that now asked me, what is the meaning of OAP? He said, me too, I don't know. But with the way he pronounced her, I sure say it will be past DPO. Ladies and gentlemen, it's not easy. There was a time like that, and the place I came from, it was not like we had access to good education like that. Thank God for grace. Ladies and gentlemen, celebrate me. Thank you very much. The place I came from, it's not like we had access to good education like that. You get. When we go to school, in our own school, it's 2 times a week they used to teach us. So there was one day like that. They taught us comparative and superlative of words. So the auntie came to class. When our auntie comes to class, she will say, children, which will answer, yes, auntie. If I say children, you say, yes, auntie. Children. You say, yes, uncle. I'm your uncle, I'm your pops. Ladies and gentlemen, Auntie came to class and said, today we are going to do superlative and comparative of words. Say, okay. He said, now, small. It will say small, smaller, smallest. Fast, fast, faster, fastest. Big, big, bigger, biggest. Ladies and gentlemen, you will join me now as we go through the comparative. Small, small, smaller, big, big, bigger, biggest. Fast. Our auntie said, you guys have known it. Tomorrow, you will recite it again for me. He said, okay. The second day, they brought somebody from the Ministry of Education to come and do accreditation for our own school. When the man came, the auntie said, children. Yes, he said, do you remember what I called you yesterday? We said, yes, auntie. He said, you will recite it for this uncle again. Once you recite it for him, if you don't recite it well, they will close down our school. Do you want them to close down our school? No. Everybody shout, no. If they want to close down school, make them go close down your own school. He said, all of us shouted, no. Then she started dictating for us. So follow me now. Small, small, smaller. Big, big, fast, smart. Out of excitement, our auntie shouted, good, good. She now shouted, stop. She now shouted again, enough. Enough. As she wanted to pray, she now shouted, yay. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I am comedian David CCF Talent. That's my time.
Yeah. You people you are responding. Yeah.
You know Greece.
Now you are in school, oh. It's God as though you should not invite your lecturers.
Well, in front of Greece.
Can you don't mistakenly say, so come on, you two do LinkedIn local.
You know Greece.
Now yes. Davichi, well done, no. We want to remove the education that people's parents use blood and sweat to pay for. Better remove that thing from here before you leave this place. Ah God, I don't want to go and remember that thing. Yeah. I need to shake it off. It's over me, right? It is well. All right, DJ, thank you.